So we were discussing about the characteristic impedance Z0 expression to get the characteristic impedance. We cannot directly get the expression for microstrip line. In case of microstrip line, we cannot have this equation directly. Hence, we go for a comparative method. A comparative method, we will be comparing comparing this microstrip line with ground over the wire over the ground line. So you can see there is a medium here, it is filled, you have a wire here, okay, a circular wire you have, this is your diameter, and this is at certain height. Here also it is at certain height. So you can have a comparison, right? Even it has got some dielectric substrate, the value is it has got its own dielectric value. Even here the medium you have epsilon r, so it is placed at some distance height. This substrate has got also certain height. So this strip line which you are using on the top of the substrate, it is having the width W, length L and thickness T. So you can have a comparison between the microstrip line and the wire over the ground line. So what is the difference you can find in both? You have the height measurement here, okay, substrate ka jitna height hai, yahan pe medium jitna height hai, both have got its own permittivity values, relative permittivities. You have got the difference, where you can find the difference. The strip line parameters here are the width, thickness and the length, okay, but here the parameters are the diameters, you know, the diameter of the wire. So yahan pe aapko difference milega, okay. So in the by using this comparative method, we will try to get the expression for characteristic impedance in case of microstrip line. So figure shows the cross sections of a microstrip line and the wire over the ground line. The characteristic impedance of the microstrip line, it depends on width of the strip line, thickness of the strip line, distance h between the strip line and the ground plane, and the effective homogeneous dielectric constant epsilon Re. Actually, you see here what are the parameters on which your characteristic impedance is dependent. You have epsilon r, you have height, you have t, and you have width, and sometimes length also. These are the parameters on which z0 is dependent. I'm not taking epsilon r here, I'm taking epsilon re. The value, the modified what we get, that is the effective homogeneous dielectric constant epsilon re I am using for the dielectric substrate. Okay, so dependency we have got now from the figure, what all the things on which z0 is dependent. Now actually we make use of these things, we go for some a method using the fields. The fields, you know, we have seen how the constructional details are there, how the fields are there. Based on that, the field method what we use, it is a bit complicated, okay. So hence we go for another approach. As I said, we will have a comparative method. We will go for comparative method in comparison with wire over the ground line. So an easy way of determining the Z0 is to compare it with characteristic impedance of wire over the ground line. So हम पहले wire over the ground line का equation देखेंगे. What is Z0 equation for this wire over the ground? It is easier and it is already known to. I hope it is known to you all. Taking the help of this wire over the ground line, taking the help of the equation for this, whatever Z0 equation we have, we will do certain changes in that equation according to whatever we require. Microstrip line में क्या changes आपको मिलेंगे? You can see what are the two changes just now I have told you. You have height parameter, okay, both have got the epsilon relative permittivity values, both have got certain parameters. So what is the change you find? Height, though height is one common parameter. You can see these parameters are different. यहाँ पे width, thickness, you know, एक rectangular thin ribbon like strip line है, इसके parameters अलग हैं. You have a diameter as the main parameter in case of this ground over the line, क्योंकि वो round रहेगा. One more difference is the epsilon value. Here I am taking a general medium. Here I am taking the effective medium. Okay, effective. This is also different. You cannot take both as the same. Here you are using a homogeneous medium which is having the effective dielectric constant epsilon r e, actually it is epsilon r e. So the change is one is with respect to these parameters and one more is with respect to this. If we can make changes in these two parameters, we can find the Z naught. Okay, I have given you the basic idea what we are going to do here. For this, let us consider a microstrip line, the same diagram I am explaining. Microstrip line which is having the width W, thickness T, which is mounted on the dielectric slab of thickness H. See, you have a strip line here. It has got width W, thickness T. It is mounted on this dielectric substrate. ये substrate का height H है. Okay. And this is having a dielectric constant epsilon r. Substrate का dielectric constant epsilon r है. Okay. But I am telling you again and again, we are going to take one more dielectric value epsilon re. That is called effective. Okay. And we will be having one comparative figure for wire over the ground line. What all it has? एक wire है. That wire has got a diameter d and it has got a dielectric material in the space, that is in the space between the wire and the ground plane. You can see you have epsilon r here. Here you have a wire, here you have a ground plane. So in between you have a dielectric material. It can be any medium. Okay. It is having the same dielectric constant as the substrate epsilon r. So यहाँ पे जो आप epsilon r use कर रहे हो, both are same. Now I am telling you both values here I am taking same, but the difference I get is for this microstrip line I am going to take effective value of the dielectric constant epsilon re. Okay, that's why I am telling you two parameters are modifying. One is these WT, the parameters with diameter. This is one change. Even though I'm writing here both epsilon r, I'm going to consider for microstrip line epsilon re, the effective value I'm considering. Now coming to the derivational part. The characteristic impedance of a wire over the ground line, this must be known to you. Okay, hope you know about this characteristic impedance. You can search Z0 is equal to 60 divided by root of epsilon r ln of 4h by d. So this is the known value for the wire over the ground transmission line. Z0 is equal to 60 by root of epsilon r ln of 4h by d. And what is the condition? Height should be much greater than d. D is the diameter of the wire, h is the height. Height, not height of the wire. It is what? This height, h. Okay. I have written here what is epsilon r, dielectric constant of the ambient medium. H is the height from the center of the wire to the ground plane. Okay, what do you mean by this? You can see height is drawn only till this. Okay, don't cover this part. It is wrong. You should take only this height from the center of the wire till the ground plane. So this is the height. So these are different parameters. D is the diameter of the wire. So in the comparative method, we started with, we know that the wire over the ground line, it has got its characteristic impedance Z0. Z0 is equal to this. Okay, the condition is height should be very much greater than the diameter of the wire. Coming to this, what all things we should change? Just now I have explained you. The characteristic impedance Z0 of a microstrip line, we can calculate by using the star equation, but we should do little modification in this equation. So what are those modifications? But with the modified values of dielectric constant epsilon r and the diameter d. Height तो we can't do anything, okay, that वो fix रहेगा. The height, the comparable parameter, the modification parameter जिसमें modify करना है, that is this. Diameter should be changed with, you can see यहाँ पर diameter है. You can have the equivalent value for the in terms of width and thickness. Width, height, length, thickness, ये parameters diameter के बदले में आपको लेना है. And coming to epsilon value, even though I am taking here epsilon r, I want an effective value of the dielectric constant. I have written here, you can see, effective homogeneous dielectric constant epsilon Re of the dielectric substrate. I want this effective Re, not effective R only. Because of that, two things I need to change. No, I need to modify rather. एक तो diameter है, diameter के बदले में I want width, thickness, all those parameters. And one more is epsilon R. So I will have equations for these two now separately, and then what I will do, जो भी मुझे equations आएंगे for these two, I will put that in star equation. This is the procedure. First is effective dielectric constant epsilon r. So for a homogeneous dielectric medium, homogeneous, it is not having any inhomogeneities, it is uniform. So for such a dielectric medium, the propagation delay time per unit length. So propagation delay is what? Whenever as waves start traveling at some from the input side, it immediately will not be received at the output, at zero instant. It takes certain time. So that is your propagation delay time per unit length. Per length, we are going to determine this. So that is indicated by TD. Capital T or small t, it's up to you. Delay, time delay, it is given by root of mu into epsilon. This is actually in electromagnetics, in the 5th module, you might have studied about this. Most of you might have skipped about this. It is root of mu naught into epsilon naught. In free space, you might have calculated. So that is root of mu naught into epsilon naught. If you want for any general medium, it is mu into epsilon. So what is mu and epsilon? You know already. One is the permittivity, one is the permeability. So what are these permittivity and permeabilities? We are talking about these since electromagnetics. So permittivity, permeability, the values are 8.854, value is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. So what are these? Permittivity is for electric field. Permeability is for magnetic field. So this value permittivity, this is for applicable for electric field. It is giving you the information how well a particular material, क्योंकि permittivity and permeability, it is applicable to certain specific materials, right? For this particular material, this is the value. We talk like this. So it is giving you the information about how well that material is giving the passage to this electric field. That is your permittivity value. And similarly, permeability means it is for magnetic field. So it is giving you the information how well a magnetic field is, it can give the passage, it can give the path for the magnetic field to propagate inside. सो ये मटेरियल की डिपेंडेंट है. मटेरियल के वैल्यूज थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो सकता है या थोड़ा कम हो सकता है. सो इट इज़ नथिंग बट कितना proportion of these fields they are propagating, penetrating into that material. So it is the information giving you, and you know the values already. In free space, if you want to take it, actually speaking, the equation is like this: mu naught into mu r epsilon naught into epsilon r. It is like this. But if you take the free space, these two values are taken as 1. Relative values are 1. So what is mu naught and epsilon naught? You will be remained with whatever you calculate. Multiply these two, take the square root, you get it as 3.33 nanoseconds per meter. I am using the term per meter because It is a per unit length. Okay, time is in seconds. So nanoseconds per meter. This is your delay time for a homogeneous dielectric medium. And I have written here one factor, 3.821. If I want to convert whatever answer you have got in this time delay, here it is per meter. If I want to express this in terms of foot, per foot or per feet, whatever. So there is a conversion parameter, meter to feet. What is this? Meter to feet conversion. That's what I have written here, 3.281. So if you want to convert this 3.3 nanoseconds into this feet, what you can do, whatever answer you have got 3.33, just divide it by 3.281, क्योंकि ये एक पैरामीटर है for the conversion of meter to feet. Sorry, feet. 3.33 divided by 3.281. So you'll get 1.016. You can cross verify, you'll get this. So this is about the time delay I have given you. जब एक मीडियम से आपका वेव निकलेगा, from some input side, if a wave starts traveling into the medium, based on the medium permittivity, permeability values, थोड़ा डिले होके इट विल गो टू द अदर साइड, रिसीविंग साइड में थोड़ा टाइम डिले में जाएगा. दैट टाइम डिले आई हैव गिवन यू हियर. Okay, now in the transmission lines used for interconnections, this relative permeability is 1. So that's what I have given you just now. But epsilon value we don't know. I am talking about the microstrip line here. Okay, just for your reference, I have taken here the time delay equation, how we have calculated root of mu naught mu r epsilon naught epsilon r. Both mu r and epsilon r we have taken 1 for free space. Okay, then we have calculated the remaining values, that is 1.106. Is it so? We got 1.106 feet. Yeah, feet, in terms of feet you can see you have got it 1.06016. Okay, I have changed it. Please make the corrections. It is 1.016. Okay. Please make the changes. It is 016. I have taken it 1.106. Make the changes. For if you are using the microstrip lines, no doubt this relative permeability for the medium, for the substrate what we are using, it is 1. No doubt it is equal to 1, but it is having a non-magnetic medium. Okay, because of which epsilon r I am not taking it as 1. Because free space के लिए वो 1 होगा, but अगर आप आपका microstrip line use करोगे, for that case I am not taking this as 1. So I am taking whatever that substrate has got the value, that epsilon r. That's why if you see in the diagram I have mentioned it epsilon r. वो epsilon r non-magnetic medium है, so it is having its permittivity value epsilon r, but permeability value उसका 1 रहेगा. Okay, so epsilon r is not 1. I am not taking this 1 because I am not into free space now. I am just now taking one substrate. Substrate has got, if you are using this microstrip line for interconnections, we take the relative permeability as 1. In the sense, अगर आप एक IC use कर रहे हो, in this IC you have got some, एक example दे रही हूँ मैं, you have some devices here, small components are there, you want to interconnect them so that the energy can be transferred. Okay, अगर आप उसको ले रहे हो for the interconnection, if you are using microstrip lines, with least losses we are expecting के transmission होगा यहाँ पे, because of which we are taking this permeability value as 1. However, it is not the medium, it is having, the substrate is having a different relative permittivity, because of which I am taking it as it is. Okay, square root of mu naught epsilon naught to 1.016 है, 1.016 root of mu r into epsilon r. If you split it, right, this value is this. Again, I have made a mistake. It is 1.016. Root of mu r into epsilon r. Mu r I am taking 1 and root of epsilon r. Substrate का जो भी value रहेगा, that value you have to take. So generally time delay equation is 1.016 root of epsilon r. Okay. Coming to the effective relative refractive, relative dielectric constant. There is a difference. There is a difference between epsilon r and epsilon re. Okay. वो difference क्या है? We will see. The effective relative dielectric constant for a microstrip line we can calculate, or we can, it is related to epsilon r. These two are related. It means ये जो effective value है, this one and this one, epsilon r, both are related by means of one empirical equation. Okay, some scientist has taken this empirical equation and he has proved it. Okay, so that effective value of the permittivity epsilon re is given by 0.475 epsilon r plus 0.67. ये एक empirical formula है, ये equation से both are related. Okay, अगर आप इसको ग्राफ ड्रॉ करेंगे, why I am giving you this explanation, you will understand now. You look at the graph. Okay, look at the graph. You have the variations between 0 to 6 here. This is your epsilon r. Okay, dielectric material का जो भी value है, it is that. And this is the effective value. Okay, ये भी 0 to 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see अगर दोनों linearly related होते, okay, if there is a linear relationship, the graph might have been something like this. Okay, one on one relationship ऐसे आता. That time if suppose ये जो भी मैंने yellow graph draw किया है, suppose this would have been the relationship, that time I would have taken this both epsilon values, this and this, both equal. Okay, even though I have written this same, but they are not equal. I have to take the effective value because you can see the relationship here. Some scientist name, okay, he has I cannot pronounce it, DG Como, some scientist is there. So he has formulated this empirical equation. With this equation, it is found that the relationship between, let me go back to the graph, the relationship between epsilon r and epsilon re, there it is not linear, ऐसे नहीं है. You can see अगर आप यहाँ पे 1 पे हो, okay, even though it is at 1, after that even though increase है, but it is not a one on one relationship. See, यहाँ पे अगर 4 पे हैं आप, epsilon r, यहाँ पे आपको यहाँ पे रहना चाहिए था 4 पे, but it is not there. Even though graph increasing है, increasing order में है, one on one linear relationship नहीं है. That's why there is a difference between epsilon r and epsilon re. You cannot make both equal. You cannot take both equal. Hence, ये epsilon r value हमको modify करना पड़ेगा in case of microstrip lines. I cannot take epsilon r as it is for a microstrip line. Okay, so this is one graph. This is your effective value. So ये equation 1 जो है, this equation 1, it will move into star equation. Star equation has got epsilon r, right? ये जो what is epsilon r? It is the for any whatever you are calculating, the z naught, जिसके लिए आप calculate कर रहे हो, उसका dielectric constant है ये. Okay, see, it is the dielectric constant of ambient medium. जो medium use करोगे उसका epsilon r है. But microstrip line के लिए हमको epsilon r as it is नहीं लेना है. We have to make it epsilon re. That's why जो भी equation 1 we have got it, okay, through some empirical relationship. This equation I have to substitute in the star equation. So एक modification हो गया, that is epsilon dielectric constant value I have modified. I am not taking as it is epsilon r. I am changing it to epsilon re, the effective value. Okay, and one more thing is remaining now, that is diameter. So यहाँ circular wire में diameter है, but microstrip line में मुझे width and thickness चाहिए. So I need to even have that modification also now. So equation 1 is for epsilon re. Now coming to the second one, that is transformation of this parameter. जो भी circular है, diameter, उसको आपको width and thickness में convert करना है. Okay, the cross section of the microstrip line. The cross section of the microstrip line, it is rectangular. Is it so? We have seen it. You can see it is a rectangular in shape. This one, sorry, not the complete structure. I'm talking about this. This is rectangular in shape, right? It has got its own width and thickness. So ये जो circular parameters हैं, which is in terms of diameter, it has to be changed, transformed into width and thickness parameters. Okay, that's what it means. For that conversion, the cross section of the microstrip line is rectangular, so that the rectangular conductor, it must be transformed into equivalent circular. So ये conversion हमको चाहिए, जो भी circular parameters हैं उसको rectangular parameters में हमको we want them. Okay, this transformation we want, so that the diameter d of the circular conductor, it can be expressed in terms of width and thickness. So we have one more scientist. He has formulated this empirical relationship. We are taking that reference, and the empirical equation for this transformation, how they are related, the transformation from rectangular to circular, diameter can be replaced with the equivalent rectangular parameters. Diameter of the wire over the ground, you can see, this is equivalent to 0.67 width into bracket 0.8 plus T by W. So these are the two. This is second equation. Second equation is giving you the transformation. Second जो modification हमको चाहिए, this is giving you the modification of the diameter parameter. Okay. So equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 is for effective dielectric constant value. Equation 2 is for diameter. So I have got these two parameters. Modification, I need to do it. So equation 1 and 2, what I will do, I will be putting in equation star. So let us substitute that quickly. One more graph I have drawn here. This is about the ratio of thickness by width. You can see inside this equation before substitution. Okay, this and you have, if you take this W to the denominator other side, this will become D by W. Okay, so this is your D by W, this is your T by W. Let's see what is the relationship. Okay. So you can see the variations here, 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, points in points variation, step variation, 0.1, 0.2, both horizontal and vertical. This is your T by W, this is your D by W. You can see again you have a linear relationship, but one-on-one nahi hai, increase hai. Okay, there is an increase, but one-on-one linear relationship nahi hai. Okay, now the next step is equation 1 and 2 which we got the modified terms, usko humko star equation mein substitute karna hai. So hence the characteristic equation is, this is the equation we have taken as a reference. Z naught is equal to 60 by root of epsilon r ln 4h by d. So this is the equation for wire over the ground line. We have taken this as a reference. How we have started the equation derivation, we took this. अब हमको इस इक्वेशन में मॉडिफाई करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू माइक्रोस्ट्रिप लाइन के रिक्वायरमेंट्स. माइक्रोस्ट्रिप लाइन के लिए हमको एप्सिलॉन वैल्यू चेंज करना है, इफेक्टिव वैल्यू वी वांट, and we want diameter. Why we want the effective value? Because we have seen in this graph there is no one-on-one relationship with the epsilon r and epsilon re. Okay, linear relationship nahi hai. So there is a slight difference between epsilon r and effective epsilon r. Hence, we have to change this parameter for microstrip line. And the second parameter जो modify करना है, that is diameter. Circular में diameter होगा. In strip line, it is width and thickness. So we have equation 1 and 2 for both. So let us substitute that. Denominator term square root of epsilon re I am changing. Okay, generally equation में क्या है, z naught is equal to 60 divided by root of epsilon r. ये epsilon r क्या बोल, what it is giving you the information, whatever medium you are using, that medium's dielectric relative permittivity. Okay, but for strip line, we are making use of, instead of this, we will take epsilon RE. Okay, so epsilon RE, equation 1, 0.475 epsilon R plus 0.67. See, equation 1. So you have equation 1 here. Epsilon RE is equal to 0.475 epsilon R plus 0.67. So equation 1 I am substituting. Then equation 2 is for diameter. Let me substitute both. So this is your epsilon RE ln of 4H divided by D. D is 0.67 W into bracket 0.8 plus T by W. The further next is simplification. So let us simplify it further. What you can do in the denominator, I don't want any coefficients for epsilon R. So let me take a root of 0.475 common. Take it out. इसका coefficient 1 रहेगा. Epsilon R plus यहाँ पर 0.475 नहीं है. So just divide it. ये denominator का आपका calculation है. Ln of 4. This 0.67 I have attached with 4. So 4 divided by 0.67. Okay, both together I have taken, or you can simply take calculator and do it. 4 by 0.67. Whatever answer you get, you write it. Into H divided by 0.8 plus T by tau. Here also you can see I have taken this W inside, the width inside. So it is 0.8 W plus this width gets cancelled. So it is T. Coming to next, what is the 60 by root of 0.475? You calculate 60 by 0.475, root of 0.475. Remaining is root of epsilon R plus whatever you get the answer. 0.67 by 0.475. I have got 1.41. Ln of 4 by 0.67 is 5.97. In your textbooks, it is given as 5.98. Okay, because one more we have 7.9 something. H divided by 0.8 W plus T. So finally, for Z0, the equation is 87 divided by root of epsilon R plus 1.41 ln of 5.97 H divided by 0.8 W by T. Okay, this is the characteristic impedance equation for microstrip line, but you cannot use this equation throughout. There is certain limitation for this equation. This is the limitation. Okay, the ratio of H by W should be less than 0.8, means height, this is the relationship. Okay, height आपका width से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. Is it so? And it is actually varying between 0.1 to 0.8, something like this. Okay, we have this relationship. So अगर आपका जो माइक्रोस्ट्रिप लाइन है, अगर वो बहुत नैरो है, okay, it is very much narrower, then this equation is applicable. This is one equation for characteristic impedance, which is applicable for microstrip line, which is having very narrow dimensions. बहुत ribbon like shape, narrow structure है तो you can apply this. Suppose you are having a bit wider strip, okay, width ज़्यादा है उसका. If that is the case, you should make use of the second equation which I have written. Z0 is equal to H by W root of mu by epsilon naught epsilon. So this is the equation characteristic impedance for microstrip line if the strip line used is wider. Okay, narrow के लिए first equation है, wider microstrip line के लिए second equation. Okay, width is very much greater than the height. So these are the two characteristic equations. And I have listed few limitations here. The material used for manufacturing this thickness, it varies from 35 to 70 microns. The narrowest widths ranges from 125 to 250 microns. The ratio of H by W, as I told you, ये जो है आपका condition यहाँ पे first equation के लिए H by W should be less than 0.8. इसका actual range आप narrow कब use कर सकते हो? First equation, if this ratio is between 0.1 to 0.8. ये आपको problems में use होगा. While solving the problems, you can check. अगर आपको height and this width is given to you, take the ratio and see क्या आंसर आता है. If it falls within the range, go for first equation. Otherwise, go for wider, that is second equation, Z. Okay. एंड आंसर वेरिफिकेशन के लिए टिपिकली जेड नॉट का वैल्यू आपका 50 to 150 ohms के बीच में आना चाहिए फॉर प्रॉब्लम्स पर्पस आई एम टेलिंग यू योर आंसर शुड बी विद इन दिस रेंज देन योर आंसर इज राइट 0.1 to 0.8 h by w and z naught equation practically speaking it is 50 to 150 ohms. So today we have seen how to get the expression for characteristic impedance Z naught for a microstrip line. We have modified two parameters. One is the epsilon r value. We have modified this epsilon r. We could have taken it as it is, but we have found that by the empirical relationship, epsilon r and the effective epsilon r values, they are not linearly changing. Okay, linear relation nahi hai, because of which we are changing this parameter. One more parameter is the diameter is changed to the width and the thickness. So from equation 1 and 2, we have got the Z naught equations. So two equations we are going to use for Z naught. One is when your height by width, that is your strip is very narrow, height by width is less than 0.8, आपका strip बहुत narrow है, that time this equation has to be used. If the strip is bit wider, then go for the second equation, h by w root of mu by epsilon. You can take mu naught into mu r, epsilon naught into epsilon r, substitute the values root of mu naught, whatever, mu naught is what is this, mu r is 1, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to 7, then epsilon 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. Substitute, you will get 377 divided by root of epsilon r. This is your characteristic impedance for wider microstrip line. And there's one problem here I've listed. I'll be sharing this in your groups. So please have a look at this, how to get the characteristic impedance. Equation, both equations usage I have shown you. How to choose which equation to use. First equation, first problem has got the first equation